Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to unlock the secret to mastering English in 2026. This isn't about grammar tests, fancy accents, or memorizing rules. It's about training your brain, building small habits, and speaking with confidence every single day. By the end of this session, you'll see that even tiny actions can create massive results. So get ready to take your English to the next level. The world of 2026 is not waiting for anyone to feel ready. It is moving quietly, steadily, and confidently toward a future where communication matters more than ever. And whether we like it or not, English has become the language that opens doors, connects people, and gives voice to ideas that would otherwise remain unheard. If English still feels heavy to you, if it feels like a wall instead of a bridge, listen carefully. You are not weak. You are not slow. You are not incapable. Your brain has simply not been trained the way it needs to be trained. Language learning is not about intelligence. It is not about talent. It is not about having a perfect accent or memorizing grammar rules. Language learning is about comfort. It is about safety. It is about teaching your brain that it is allowed to try, allowed to make mistakes, allowed to sound imperfect. Most people do not fail at English because they cannot learn. They fail because they are afraid to speak. And fear shuts the brain down. Your brain is designed to protect you. When it senses embarrassment, judgment, or failure, it reacts by freezing. That is why your mind goes blank when you try to speak English, even though you understand it when you listen. Understanding and speaking are not the same skill. Listening is passive. Speaking is vulnerable. Speaking asks your brain to step into uncertainty, and the brain resists anything that feels unsafe. Training your brain for English in 2026 begins by removing fear from the learning process. You cannot force fluency through pressure. Pressure creates silence. You must create an environment where your brain feels safe to experiment. This begins with how you talk to yourself. Every time you say, "My English is bad," your brain believes you. Every time you say, "I always make mistakes," your brain prepares for failure. Instead, gently change the language you use with yourself. Say, "My English is improving. I am learning. Mistakes mean progress." These words are not empty motivation. They are instructions to your nervous system. In 2026, fluent English speakers will not be the ones who know the most grammar. They will be the ones who are comfortable expressing simple ideas clearly. Fluency is not complexity. Fluency is flow. And flow comes from repetition, not perfection. Your brain learns through patterns. The more it hears, sees, and uses English, the more normal English becomes. That is why daily exposure matters more than long study sessions. Studying for 3 hours once a week overwhelms the brain. Speaking for 10 minutes every day trains it. Language is not built through intensity. It is built through consistency. Even 5 minutes a day can rewire the brain if it is done regularly. The brain needs frequency, not duration. It needs familiar contact with English day after day until English stops feeling foreign and starts feeling like home. One of the most powerful habits you can build is thinking in English. Not big thoughts, small ones. When you wake up, think, "I am awake." When you drink water, think, "I am drinking water." When you walk, think, "I am walking." These simple sentences teach your brain to connect English with daily life. This is exactly how you learned your first language, through repetition, not explanation. Children do not study grammar before they speak. They absorb language through constant exposure and natural use. You must give yourself permission to learn the same way. Another powerful shift is to stop translating in your head. Translation creates delay. When you translate, your brain thinks in your native language, then searches for English, then checks grammar, then worries about mistakes. By the time you are ready to speak, the moment has passed. Fluency comes when meaning connects directly to English words. When you hear the word chair, do not think of the word in your language. Think of the object. Picture it. Feel it. This direct connection is how fluent speakers think. Listening is another essential part of training your brain. Your brain needs to hear English every day, not just formal English from textbooks, but real English, conversations, stories, videos, podcasts, movies. You do not need to understand every word. Your brain is powerful. It learns patterns automatically. When you listen daily, your brain learns rhythm, pronunciation, and structure without effort. And when you listen, repeat, speak out loud, shadow what you hear. Copy the sound, not the spelling.
English lives in the mouth, not on the page. Your tongue and lips must learn movement. Speaking is a physical skill. Your muscles need training. Do not wait for confidence before speaking. Confidence is not a requirement, it is a result. Every time you speak, even imperfectly, your brain learns that you survived. Survival builds confidence. Silence builds fear. Speak while cooking. Speak while walking. Speak in front of a mirror. Narrate your day in English. Your brain needs evidence that speaking is safe. In 2026, people who speak imperfect English will have more opportunities than people who stay silent waiting for perfection. Communication matters more than accuracy. Being understood matters more than sounding native. Your accent is not a problem. It is proof that you know more than one language. The world does not need you to sound like someone else. It needs you to be clear and confident. Another important part of learning is removing comparison. Your journey is yours. Progress is personal. The only comparison that matters is who you were yesterday and who you are today. Celebrate small wins. The first time you think in English. The first time you speak without freezing. The first time you understand without subtitles. Your brain learns faster when it feels rewarded. Connect English to things you love. Music, stories, topics you enjoy, hobbies, videos. Learning should feel like access, not pressure. English is a gift you give yourself. There will be days when you feel stuck. That does not mean nothing is happening. Learning often happens quietly before it becomes visible. Be patient with your timeline. Language learning is not a race. It is a relationship. Train your brain with patience. Train it with repetition. Train it with courage. Train it with kindness. In 2026, English will not belong to the perfect. It will belong to the persistent. And you are already on that path. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. It tells me you want more content like this. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that can level up your English and your life. Share this video with someone who's learning English too. Let's grow and succeed together. And remember, every small step you take brings you closer to fluency. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.